welcome to episode 45 of the Blizzard Buddies competitive group Ironman journey. Combat achievements are coming out pretty soon, and I think it's inevitable that my GIM is going to suffer a bit as a result. I am an avid enjoyer of PvM in this game, so my content will be shifting in that direction when that update comes out. Don't take this as a quote-unquote quitting announcement for the GIM series. I fully intend on maxing this account and making further progress with the Blizzard Buddies, and here's how I want to do that. Before combat achievements come out, I want to get base 90s in all of my stats, and if there is still time left over, I'll try and get as close to max as I can. But base 90s is going to be a significant milestone, and also puts me in a good position to AFK a lot of content while I'm doing CAs on my main account. There's a handful of one-click, 15-minute AFK activities that I can easily do while I'm chasing down Grandmaster on my primary accounts. Things like staring stones or smithing boots, for example. So in this episode, I'm going to do a bunch of skilling and see how many level 90s I can get. Enjoy the clips. Starting the day off with some achievement tasks. Just gotta wear the Cyruss helm and the Cyruss camp, and that'll be the first one of the day. There's the easy elven tasks complete. This is gonna be a good task set to get done as I start to do farming runs more regularly. Having the teleport to the mushroom patch will be really handy. Might also be handy for hunter as well. I think at the medium tier you can start hunting Grenwalls without using any bait. There we go, stranger and stranger. There's all the medium tasks completed. This one was maybe a little bit more tedious than the easies, having to run around a lot, but go ahead and claim my reward here in Letia. And I actually don't have all the levels required for the hard tasks. I'm missing 88 summoning, but I have all the levels and everything to get everything besides that one task done. So I'll still knock out all of those, and probably in the next episode or two when I start getting closer to base 90s, I'll be able to knock out that hard task. This is a cool little trick. I learned this from ChillzRS, and it actually works in RS3 as well. But for the Karamja easy tasks, you can actually just pick up the same seaweed over and over. Just drop it, pick it right back up, and it'll count for this pick up 5 seaweed task. That also completes my Karamja easies. So I think I've now done at least the easy tasks in every single region, which is pretty good. Got a full outfit. There's a big one. There's the Falador Elites completed. Had a couple of high-level requirements in there, but I'm starting to be a high-level player now, so good to get that one out of the way. There's going to be a couple of elite tasks that I'm not sure if I want to complete. Alright, look at all these lamps plus the Falador Shield 4. Gonna put all of these into agility, I think. That should save me a fair bit of time training. I'm still just so in love with this Dowser, but here's a big level. Here's 96 Divination, 3 levels away from getting that 99. I think this will be my next 99 with how much I've been AFKing this. And today begins my smithing day, starting with 85 smithing. Nice little milestone in its own right there. Get a couple good unlocks, but let's speed run up to 90. 86 smithing. There's 87 smithing. I'm on to the burial set portion of the training, so it should be a lot faster here on out. There's 88 smithing for me. And 89 smithing, finally. One more level. I've been doing this for most of the day today. And 90 smithing, that's a big level for me. It's got a lot of good unlocks. Most notable one that comes to mind is actually the free attuned crystal weapon seed that you can get from the lady in Ithil. So I'm definitely going to go claim that as soon as I finish this inventory of boots. Here we go. Good pro tip for anyone who doesn't know about it, but once you get 90 smithing, you can come talk to Lady Ithil and she'll give you a free attuned crystal weapon seed. So that's just a free augmentable tier 80, which is really good, especially if you make the crystal halberd, in my opinion. That's probably going to be the best, most useful weapon until you get a noxious scythe. It's much easier to get a tier 80 ranged weapon and tier 80 staff, like a chaotic staff or a royal crossbow. But there's not really a lot of halberd options in this level bracket, so I think this is probably the best choice. And look at that, it also gives you an elite achievement. Go ahead and augment that right away, and that's a good moment for me. Hate to see it getting the level here, but here is 90 crafting at the gates of Elidinus. I think there's a lot of good unlocks from that. Fortunately, I've been able to leech any crafting requirements I've had from Accident, who's already 99. Let's see, I better not mess up the clicks in this clip. Gotta click everything perfectly, because we're about to get 90 herb lore in the next potion or two here. There we go, 90 hurdler coming in. That's a big, big level. I can now boost and make my own overloads, which is going to be really nice. Won't have to rely solely on chills for that anymore. That said, I still have a ton of potions to process just from my Vire grind, so I'm sure I'll get another level or two before I even have to make overloads, but moving on to chasing some more 90 skills. Got enough resources now that I can upgrade my Anachronia base camp a bit. I'm going to go with the spa first, get the tier 3 spa unlocked. That's going to give me a big experience boost for any future agility training I do here. Also, the pool effects are a bit stronger, which that'll be nice for any PVM. Here comes 86 fletching. Looks like it's going to be time for a little fletching arc. Get up to 90. I think I've got all the materials I need, so should be a fast skill. Train it here in the fort, get some extra resources as well. 87 fletching. That's a good level, actually. Looks like a couple of good unlocks with the bone blowpipe. 88 fletching. 89. One level to go. And there it is. There's 90 fletching coming in for the group Ironman account. It's actually a pretty good level. You can start making some scrimshaws, making dragon arrows. Might actually be a viable training method if I start doing some telestreaks. You usually get a lot of dragon arrow tips. It's either dragon arrow tips or dragon dart tips. I forget, but either way, that'll be a good thing to look forward to in the future. There's 88 Thieving coming in, doing some safe cracking, and I think I've got enough points that I can upgrade to the next bag, so it should make things a little more, not AFK necessarily, but make it so I won't have to come in and turn in my points all the time. So there we go, upgraded the bag, and I'll probably use the extra points and buy some of these teleport tokens. That'll just speed up my training overall. There's 89 Thieving. Safe cracking is just so crazy fast. I probably want to switch to Cruxical Druids at some point, but for now, until I get 90, I think I'm going to stick with this. Alright, there we go. There's 90 Thieving. That's another port skill, if I'm not mistaken. But more importantly for my purposes, it's another level 90, so one step closer to the base 90s that I'm going for. Woodcutting seems like the next most AFK thing I can train, so I'm going to do some ivies for a bit, and tomorrow when I have more time I'll do some crystallized mahoganies. But for now, there's 85 woodcutting coming in. There's 86 woodcutting, and it's probably where I'm going to turn in for the night. So this is really cool. I actually got a pair of woodcutting brawlers while doing some Wildy Slayer, and just look at the XP drop on this. It really doubles the experience you get from those Eladinus souls. So it's going to be huge for my woodcutting training, actually. I'm exclusively going to be using the brawlers on the Eladinus procs, and I won't chop with them. That way I'll maximize my experience per charge. Here we go, double milestone. Got 87 woodcutting coming in, and more importantly, 2600 total level. Starting to catch up to Chills there, which is nice. Oh, look at that. It actually broadcasts in the group Iron chat. That's pretty cool. Man, I love these Eladinus scripture procs. Look at that experience. Puts me up to 89 woodcutting. Just one more level to go. I'm getting really good experience doing this crystallize and light form here. And voila, there is 90 woodcutting coming in. That's another big level. Chills actually has a hatchet of Ember and Glade, so any future woodcutting, I'll be able to use that and probably get my own Imkando hatchet even faster that way. So really happy with that. Yet another 90 skill to the collection. Alright, check out this method. So you do Threads of Fate, you can blast those three guys over here, weapon spec these three guys, surge over here, and then get some good damage in on these three shadows. Not only that, but that's 103 necromancy for me, which is a big necromancy level. It allows me to put the multiply 3 alteration glyph power on my cape, so any future rituals I do are going to be heavily boosted. Now I'm going to be able to switch my experience from necromancy onto defense until I get 99, and I'm just going to keep chipping away at my Slayer level 90 that I'm working on right now. It's a pretty fast task, actually. I'm enjoying these shadow creatures here. Threads of Fate and necromancy is just crazy powerful. Here comes another necromancy moment, another fast task that I found. So I like to build souls on one side while I'm waiting for my cooldown of Threads of Fate. And then once my Threads is up, I'll go to the other side. Just like this. Threads over here. You can blast like 5 of these guys with 5 souls. Insta-kill all of those. Come to the middle, get some more souls. Do another sap and then a big volley. And more often than not, you'll kill 5 of these guys as well, but if not, then you can just pick off the stragglers. They'll be like 1 or 2k HP, just like you see here. So this ends up being another really fast task, actually, and some really good drops, too. A lot of super compost and Earth Talismans, which are good for summoning. I used to dread doing this task whenever you actually had to use the appropriate style and kill them one by one, but Necromancy just makes everything way too easy, doesn't it? Quick invention level here. There's 100 invention, first level past 99 for me, so that's pretty cool. Turned on my recorder early because I saw I was right about to hit my defense level as well as my Slayer level, so there's 91 defense. And any moment now should be hitting the big 90 Slayer as well. There it is, there's 90 Slayer. I'm excited for that. Dark Beasts are actually a really good task to have unlocked. A lot of Fellstock seeds that are going to be super useful, as well as just a pretty good experience overall. And another exciting thing is I'll be able to make the Totem of Intimidation on Anachronia, so I'll be able to bypass all of the God War's 1 kill count, which is going to be really good for any Reaper tasks or any little armor upgrades I might want to go for. It's not quite a level 90, but still a nice milestone level. There's 85 construction. That is going to be where I call it an episode for today. I got a lot of level 90s in this episode, so pretty strong progress overall, and definitely in the next episode is where I'm going to finish my base 90s. I think my plan for the GIM is going to be to finish base 90s. If there's any time, I'll still be doing a little bit of skilling, and soon it's going to be time to start some PVM on this account, do things like Telos, start going for tier 92 weapons, maybe getting back into some 4-man AOD with everyone, and going for a tier 99 prayer. There's going to be a lot of fun things to go for once I get maxed on this account. Combat achievements are definitely going to put a little pause in those plans, but we'll make as much progress as we can up until that point. Anyway, that's going to be where I call it an episode for today. If you have been enjoying keeping up with our competitive group Ironman team, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. It's free, and it motivates me to keep making these videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.